When I was a boy, I saw my daddy crying at the steering wheel, and oh, it made me feel so scared. And then there was joy.
I don't get rickrolled exactly, I would say. It gets referred to still quite a lot, yeah, because even with this, the new song, Keep Singing, when the video's been up there, I've seen a lot of comments sometimes where a lot of people were scared to open it because they thought it was a rickroll, you know. It's been a double thing, that, because obviously it's got nothing to do with me, really. You know, it could have been anybody's tune, video, whatever. So I've kind of just left it where it is and let it do its thing. But on the other hand, I can't sit here and say that it hasn't affected my life or what I do and the gigs that I do and everything, because it's kind of brought that song into people's consciousness a little bit.
Swimming in a choir of voices, and oh, I knew that.
It's true. My mum and dad divorced when I was about 4, maybe 5. And I actually lived with my dad. I have 2 older brothers and an older sister, and we lived with my dad. I saw my mum every day, but I actually lived with my dad. And I think he had a really hard time. He had a little business as well, so he was trying to run that and also trying to keep his personal life together. And there were a few times when I saw him break down. And as a small child, seeing your dad break down is quite devastating, because you don't understand why. And like, your dad's superhero, isn't he? You know what I mean? That's really tough. Certain things about my family life, home life, if you like, made me kind of want to not be there. It made me want to do something else. So joining the church choir, the school choir, singing in school plays, just getting into anything really.
I'd be saved some sunny day, safe from throwing my life away.
This is turning into a therapy session. I think, no, it's good, it's good. No, that's one of the reasons that I quite like doing interviews sometimes, because you can answer a question and then later on you can think, okay, where does that answer, I know it comes from here, but where is it really coming from? And if I'm honest, I think there's probably a lot of people that go into performing because they want attention, and that's usually because of a family thing. Do you know what I mean? From not getting attention from your mum or your dad or whatever, you know. And I got attention, but I think I wanted a different kind of attention. I wanted that feeling of connection with other people, and I think music's definitely given me that through the years. That song, Keep Singing, is all about that. It's that whenever I've sung, a lot of the time, really good things, most of the time, good things have happened for me.
Keep singing, whoa, keep singing, praise it to the heavens with my voice swinging.
I don't know really, and I don't know whether soul's got anything to do with it. I think Bono's a soul singer, if I'm honest. He sings from somewhere in there, do you know what I mean? Somewhere that matters, and whether it's Marvin Gaye or whether it's Bill Withers or any of those kind of what we regard as being more, you know, black American soul singer, or whether it's a kid from the north of England. I think everyone who sings with soul is a soul singer, and you can do it in any genre of music, you know. The only faith I've got really is the faith that I've got in other human beings on the planet, if you like. I genuinely believe we have the power. I'm not a very politically minded person. Well, I don't have faith in politics, but I do have faith in the fact that if we wanted to change things, I actually think we could make it happen. We're just all too interested in drinking wine, watching TV, and being on Facebook or whatever it is. And there's a part of me actually think that that's why those things are there, is so that we don't actually take control and do something we want to do.
To the beat till my hands stinging, and I'll be saved some sunny.
I just think Stock Aitken Waterman had a very big stamp. Any artist that they work with, especially looking back, you can almost tell their records, and then you can even start seeing producers trying to copy those records as well. But they had a thing, and you were basically, you were the voice in that song, but you could have been a voice in one of their other songs, because a lot of their songs, that was the idea. And also, they worked with quite a few singers who weren't great singers. They were just really good at being pop stars, and they even took that to the nth degree sometimes, where they even, I think, made a record with a journalist.
I'm a wide-eyed father, blessed are the children.
I wrote some of the songs on the first record. I didn't get any singles, obviously. And then on the second record, I just kept writing, and I played my songs to Pete Waterman, just like I would do, you know, because he's like the A&R guy, if you like, the business sort of side of it as well. And he just really liked one of them, and he said, "That's your next single." And then that created a bit of a problem, because I don't even think he thought about it. I don't think he really thought through what he just said to me. I think it was just an instant reaction to hearing a song he liked. Because then he had to go in the other room at some point and say to the other two, he's just written his single, which is what we do. And that wasn't what that whole thing was about.
Right.
All my songs that I wrote for that record were produced in a different building. I even went to a different building to do it because it created a bit of an uncomfortable situation. What you're basically saying is you've taken a young guy who's had, I think, 4 hits, and it's with this big production team who write it and produce it. It's their sound, it's their thing.
Yeah.
And then you're going to say, no, actually, he's going to write one. And it wasn't my choice. I wasn't saying I must write the next single. It just happened that way. It kind of changed the dynamic a little bit, I think. And if I'm honest, it never felt the same to me after that. Yeah, I spoke to Pete Waterman, what day is it, Tuesday? 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
He has a radio show in the UK, and so I did a little interview with him. It's not like we're bosom buddies, we don't go fishing together, but I've still got a lot of respect for him, and at the end of the day, without those guys, I wouldn't have had that song, and I wouldn't have had the career that I've had, really.
Keep singing, Bob, keep singing, great. Keep singing, Bob, keep singing, and you'll be safe some sunny day.